What's going on, everyone? Baron here with Mackenzie from the Blue Dragon Guild. Today we're going to be talking about miniatures, and not just any miniatures. Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures and the Pathfinder Miniatures, the Deep Cut series.
We're going to be talking about Wave 10 minis today that released earlier this week. We have a large amount to go through, so let's get started.
First, we're talking about the Necromancer Mini. This is a Pathfinder's Deep Cuts. The sculpt on this thing is really nice. He's holding a staff that looks like it's made out of a spine of some kind of... That's not a humanoid skull. I don't know what kind of skull that is, but it's pretty cool. The other one down on the bottom looks like a lady necromancer. She's casting some wild, wispy hand spell that looks really rad.
I really like that one. I like how he has a spell up inside of his hand, too.
Oh, I didn't even notice that, and I looked right at it.
Sweet.
What do we have next, Kenzie?
Next we have the Red Dragon Wormling. You get a little tiny red dragon that has some fire coming out of its mouth there. And then it also comes with its own little pile of treasure. This one's from the D&D wave from WizKids, and has a scepter, some gold, some crowns. If you ever have any of those metal types of paint, it makes it really look awesome when you add washes and stuff to it.
Next up, we have one of my favorites, the Bone Golem.
That one's crazy. What's wild is it's not really the small miniatures, but it's not one of the big, like 7-inch ones.
Mm-hmm.
It falls right in that middle, so it gives that easy painting to it.
It does. This thing, obviously it's a construct of some kind, but it's straight out the graveyard. It's got all kinds of muscle sinew, made of skull and bone. You throw this at your party, they're gonna remember it.
Next up we have the Kinku Adventures. I really like the Kinku a lot, and I was really glad that they made him from the D&D. This one at the bottom has him have a sword with some magic on it, while having a scepter there. Well, that's actually just a staff. Yeah, so you get kind of like a sorcerer, and it looks like a little rogue Kinku there, all wearing robes. I really like that one a lot. I'm glad they made those, because we had those a lot of our campaigns recently.
Yeah, Kinku are very memorable to throw in a game. Any time I think any of us encounter a Kinku in game, part of us, we're like, man, we gotta deal with this Kinku. We're not gonna have any idea what he's saying, but it's still fun. Next up, we've got a favorite of both of ours. This is a Nolzur's Mini. It's the Human Warlock.
Yeah.
The sculpt on both of these in this pack are phenomenal.
I love that bottom one.
The bottom one, this guy is holding the Wand of Orcus.
Is that what that is?
Yeah,
Man, that's cool. Cool.
It looks like he's like a hex blade because he's holding that sword, and the other guy, he's just your regular kind of caster warlock. But if you haven't played Warlock in D&D 5e, I definitely recommend it. It's become one of my favorite classes to play.
Oh man, Eldritch Blast is legit. The next one I really like, it's from Deep Cuts, the Pathfinder ones. I really like these. I don't know why. I've always enjoyed just the pieces. Like, here's a pile of wood, here's some bedrolls, here's something. And I really, really enjoy this one because it gives you a little man who looks, malnourished, kind of just like done. And then it gives you the cage with actual, like some rope, nylon or whatever there. I thought that was really cool because I thought from the picture that it was just going to be painted.
Mm-hmm.
But this is actually really on there. I don't know if this cage opens. I really hope it does.
I would say that it does.
I would love
just
that.
because it looks like he fits in there. The thing with these kind of pieces, they really help immerse your players into the world, because anybody can have 100 goblins, but if you've got some terrain, some accessories to go with it, it's really going to go that extra mile to pull everybody in.
Oh yeah, just the little change of it, you can go and see the actual things. It gives you that more of a visual aspect if you need that to be like, oh okay, I can really see these buildings, I can really see a person there in the cage.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be described at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's another one. Whale. I was very excited for this one. My local game store only got one at the time, And I said, I definitely have to get that. Because I really like painting. There's water down in there, actually, that you can see. And I've got really good at taking the clear and actually making it look like what it's supposed to. I thought that was going to be extremely difficult, but it's even got a little stone, and that one's pretty sweet. That's actually how I thought the rope was going to be in the cage.
Yeah, I really like the well also. Just another one of those pieces that you can add in just to further immerse your party. Next we've got the Iron Golem, a Monster Manual favorite. This is a Nolzur's Mini. Golems are really fun to throw at a party just because they're predictably unpredictable. Because a lot of times golems, the way they're programmed by their makers is they have this certain area they have to patrol, they have to protect, and what you don't know as a player, if you're in that area, if you're out of it, or if they can leave that area. Sometimes they can't, sometimes they can do whatever they want. So throw an Iron Golem at your party. Nolzur's, they have a wonderful mini that you can paint up. Right now we have got the Drider. If you have ventured into the Underdark, if you have encountered Drow, there's a good chance you've encountered a Drider. If you know anything about the Drider, basically they've done something to upset Lolth, or maybe they made Lolth happy and she thought, you know what, Drider's a good reward for you. It's hard to tell with Lolth. No one really knows what's going on. But this mini it's insane. I'm gonna have to get one.
Oh man, I like it too because I have a lot of trouble with some minis where you can't get into certain spots because things are blocking. Or it gives it that back, like you're starting to stab down. I'm not going to have any trouble being able to get inside all those little crevices too. I really like that one.
Yeah, I like that too. Next up, we have the namesake of our D&D group, the Blue Dragon Wormling. Blue dragons, we obviously like them a lot, seeing as, you know, we named our group after them. This little dragon wormling is really cool. Like the other wormlings, comes with a pile of treasure. It's got a pretty good sculpt on him. I have a lot of fun painting this guy.
Man, the jewels on that, I just looked at the back. To be able to paint, I think those are like rupees and like...
Might not be rupees.
No, it may not. It's a lot of just shiny... You know how long it would be to paint each one of these individually? It would look amazing, but that would take some super fine detailing.
That would, but it would be fun.
Oh, I'm going to give it a shot. Here we got another object that you can add to the environment so you can look at. It's a guillotine. I like it because there's no way that thing drops down. I hope it does.
No.
There's again the rope that I thought it was going to be. I love the change on the guy in the cage, but this one is just really neat. Gives you more of that. Maybe if you have a dungeon that people have to escape and you want to get it real. I wonder if you can fit the other guy's head in this. That's what I'm trying. Yeah, I really like this one again.
Next up, we have the Pit Devil from the Pathfinder set.
He is one of the large ones.
If you're doing any of the Out of the Abyss or even the Descent into Avernus campaigns, this is probably something that you would end up using.
He is huge.
He is huge. The artwork that they have on the back is really, really well done.
Pit Devil's jacked.
Yeah, he's pretty ripped. The thing I like most about painting the minis is there's so many different variations you can do on stuff. You can do it traditional, how you think they would, or how they're supposed to look in the book, or you can go out on a limb and do things different, which I like to do.
I do that on all of them. The ones that we show here, this isn't every single one of them from the Wave 10s of both. There's actually a lot more to find out there. So go out and search for those. Maybe you'll find something you like that we didn't talk about. This last one, the Grung. I love these. This one you actually get 3 in. It doesn't happen too often. But I really, really like these. I was so excited when the D&D came out with its boosters that you could actually get these and painted in them. And I was like, man, I really hope they make those where you can paint them yourself.
Yeah.
Very next wave. Boom, there it was. Super excited on it. You got a little rogue, an archer, and a little shaman looking guy. These are great. We have 2 packs of these, but if you actually look on our Instagram and announce on this video, one of these will actually be given away. Yep,
we are doing a giveaway in this video. It's a pack of these Grungs. all you need to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below your favorite monster from the Wave 10, and the winner will be chosen at random.
It'll be probably selected next week on December 7th, and we'll have that sent out to you all.
So both Mackenzie and I have been painting for probably about 6 months. I think we both started in June.
Yeah. It kind of just happened. Like,
yeah.
I think you were painting.
We didn't talk about it at all. I really am not sure.
I think we had another friend that started painting. And we were like, oh, okay. We didn't really think much about it, and then we went and picked up a few of the little paints from our local game store, and then just started.
I know one thing for me, I really wanted an elven caster for our Waterdeep game,
right?
And none of the ones that I could find were anything that I liked. So I went to the unpainted ones, and I found one that I loved and fit very well with what I wanted to do with my Warlock. So I bought it, and I went on Amazon and I found the Army Painter D&D starter set. The Army Painter D&D starter set, it comes with 10 paints, a paintbrush, and it comes with a little mini that you can paint yourself to practice on, just to learn. It's a mini of the Minsk and Boo characters.
I like that. That's the one with the little squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was about $20 the time I got it. If you're looking to get into painting minis, that's definitely the route to go. I got those, and a couple of the other guys in the guild, they had been painting for a while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So whenever Mackenzie and I were like, yeah, but we're going to get into painting, they got really excited.
Yeah, and then I think we started painting and surpassed the amount that we painted from them since when they started.
Yeah, so I believe Chris had been painting for about 2.5, 3 years now, and I painted my first one, and I showed it to him. He was like, you're already better than I am. And I was like, oh, sorry.
I've learned a lot of stuff while doing it. I love the dry brush. I was like, at first
dry brush is fun.
Just the type of guy, it's like, all right, I'm going to paint this, put a coat on it, throw some wash, I'm done.
Yep.
And I'll be done with one of these in 15 minutes. And then I just did the Clockwork Dragon not too long ago.
That thing looks great.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure it's from Pathfinder.
I believe so.
Pretty sure. And put all the metals, all the washes on it, and it took like 2.5 hours. But I'm extremely happy with it. I really like it a lot. It was the only big one I painted because it was so funny at the beginning. You guys were all like, okay, what are you painting? This goblin, this barrel, this box. And you're like, everything's like the smallest it could be. And I said, yeah. And it's great because I thought, there's no way I can paint. I can barely write my name legible. But it's so easy. I just got a magnifying glass with a light on it. So I'm super, super excited for that.
Painting is one of those hobbies where it's really fun and really frustrating all at the same time.
Right.
I just finished up a Dragonborn fighter, and on his armor there's like these little like divots on it, and I was trying to paint each one of those little divots black while the other armor was gold, and I kept overpainting. Fix it. Try to detail it up, and it's one of those things that it'll take some time to get used to, but it's a lot of fun, and at the end of the day, if you like what you've done, that's all that matters.
Yeah. What's crazy with painting too, I think I picked it up pretty quickly, and I've enjoyed it, and I've got a little bit better every time. I go back and look at my first one I painted, and I was like, man, I didn't know what I was doing there. And then you get the wide variety of colors, and I'm pretty sure I have, I don't know, 60-some different colors now.
Yeah.
And it's so fun. All the washes, all the effects. Effect paints are amazing. Always use kind of like a flick. I think you've told me that most of them. You're like, all right, and you put blood on that? Yeah. No matter if it didn't need blood or not, I was like, put blood on it.
Blood on it.
It just looks good.
So let us know down in the comments your favorite monster that you've painted to enter into our giveaway contest to get those grungs.
Show them the grungs again.
The grungs. thank you everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe, and until next time, keep the dice rolling.
Show him the grungs again.